It's good because when you couldn't hear me, you were all going, "What?" For those of you who have no idea what that's about, we did a voice duels panel yesterday where, in order to say whether you liked a performance that a fan did in the contest, you had to reproduce the catchphrase of Little John, "Yeah." Yeah! And I'm glad you guys have been keeping it going throughout the convention. The guy who started doing it actually came up to my booth and was very enthusiastic, so I signed a poster for him that said, "Yeah." Why do your shirts say veal on them? What is with the veal shirts? VEAL, what does it stand for? What? I can't hear them. What? How you guys doing anyway? I am having the time of my life. I don't know about you guys. This is one of the greatest conventions I've ever been to. And the crazy thing is, I honestly expected to be like having a whale of a time just because I'm here, and Dan Green and Eric Stewart are here, and obviously those guys are heroes of mine. But I've not actually had a chance to meet them yet, but I'm still having the best time ever because of you guys. You guys are my heroes this weekend. Hi again. Yes, please do not leave spaces in the chairs. If spaces are left in the chairs, then we'll all be sent to the shadow realm. We've got some seats up here on the aisle.
Chairs up here.
Hey! We got everybody in the room. That's awesome, you guys. Oh, wait. Sweet. Thank you so much for coming to LittleKuriboh UNabridged, which is a very fancy way of saying it's my Q&A. But I am wanting to start off with something special. Well, we'll start off with the image gallery. For those of you who haven't seen it on Tumblr, I posted a photo of myself inside a Dalek, and somebody took a picture of me while they were putting the Dalek on top of me, and they said to pull my best Davros face, and I don't know if any of you watch Doctor Who, but Davros is basically this very ancient, like cybernetically enhanced guy who's sort of pulling this kind of face the whole time. And I did it, and everybody went crazy with the image and decided to Photoshop me into all these different situations. I thought I'd share a few of them with you. See, that one isn't even Photoshop, that's from the actual manga. It was a great tribute to me. Be careful going around the convention, because if you're taking photos of great cosplays, I might be in the background and just be like... I really want to print that one out and ask Vic to sign it. I don't remember where oh, I'm in the pool somewhere. It's the greatest Where's Waldo of all time. This one's one of my personal favorites because this is from the YuGiOh manga, and for those of you who've read it, this is a particular section of the manga where YuGiOh actually summons Yami Yugi out of his hair. And so somebody replaced Yami with me. It's pretty awesome. I thought that was really cool. Oh. It's actually actually one of the least foxy boxes I've ever seen. Kuriboh's everywhere. I'm not having a good time at this birthday party, I'll tell you this. It's the missing chapter from the Bible where they said on the 8th day God played a children's card game. That was the real Da Vinci Code, was Duel Monsters. This was from my recent viewing of YuGiOh 2. Some people were like, "Aww, are there big YuGiOh fans here or something?" Oh, have we seen that one? Hey! That's some pretty impressive editing, I have to say. I am the Colossal Titan, by the way, it's a spoiler. Attack on Kuriboh. Oh, this is the last one coming up. My friend made that one, so that's the kind of friends I have. But yeah, I want to introduce you guys and thank you for coming to the panel. I am LittleKuriboh. For those of you who don't know me or my work, I made YuGiOh Abridged, which is a parody of YuGiOh, the anime. And if you've ever seen YuGiOh, you know why I made a parody of it. I make Naruto, the abridged comedy fandom spoof series show, which began as an April Fool's joke, but it made me laugh, so I kept doing it. And I also play Frieza and the narrator on Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Why, thank you, you filthy monkeys. And I'm the voice of Shanks in None Piece by Purple Eyes. Purple Eyes fans are always the most crazy. I'm also the voice of Grumpy Old Bastard in Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. And I play the ever-positive Thomas in Attack on Titan Abridged. He's dead now, though. Didn't see that one coming. I'm also, I play Coach Sasabi in 50% Off, the free parody. Why does it not surprise me that was all girls cheering? And I'm also in the K-On! Movie, the actual K-On! Movie, not the abridged. Thank you. People are always like, oh, which of the little girls' voices do you do? And I'm like, I'm all the British characters in the movie. I'm not joking, I'm like every British character. I am in a few TV shows coming out that I can't talk about, and I'm in a few movies that are coming out that I can't talk about. And I'm in a video game called Icebound and another one called Ghost Control Incorporated. And I'm very happy to be here at MTAC because you guys are freaking amazing. Just out of curiosity, are you guys doing that at other panels as well, not just mine? No? I wish you would. I really wanted people to be really confused. So, I want to start off with something somewhat special. It's sort of a milestone in my life, being here. Being on the same guest list as people like Dan Green and Eric Stewart reminds me that those guys changed my life. Like, I started off, and I'm going to be a bit emotional and probably a little bit too real for you guys right now, but when I was... Not real enough for that guy. When I was in my late teens, I was a very depressed individual. And I was in a very dark place, and I couldn't really go out of my way to interact with other people. I still have problems sometimes talking to people because I have to really push myself to be outgoing and social, and it helps that you guys are so friendly and so positive that it's easy to talk to most of you, if not all of you. And that is very positive. For a long time, I really couldn't be like a full human being. I couldn't actually realize my potential because I was just so afraid of social interaction and, you know, life. But doing the Abridged series and watching YuGiOh and falling in love with the show and the characters and becoming part of the fandom was one of the things that really helped me come out of my shell, because I met people who had similar interests. I met some of my best friends. I met my wife through doing the stuff that I do with YuGiOh and the Abridged series. And it's been literally a life-changing experience. Oh yeah, feel free to all away if you want. We can't go through one like sentimental moment without a little John. Seriously. But no, I really have to thank each and every one of you. And I said basically the same thing at opening ceremonies, but being part of a fandom is being part of a family, and conventions are essentially family reunions. And every convention I go to, I see familiar faces, I see new faces that are just now joining the family. And it means a lot to me that you guys, long after I'm gone, will continue to perpetuate with this interest in this crazy thing called anime and comics and media in general, and we'll share it with each other, and we'll continue to help people like who I used to be more outgoing and to be happy and actualize who they really want to be. So thank you guys for that. I really want to. But without further ado, I would like to recite the first episode of YuGiOh Abridged live for you right now. What? YuGiOh is filmed before a live studio audience. Hey, Joey! Earth to Joey! Hey, are you in there? It's your move! Sorry, you. Doing this Brooklyn accent makes it difficult to concentrate on card games.
I know what you mean. My voice is pretty crazy, too. I'm thinking about changing it.
By the way, my grandpa has a super rare card.
Really?
Hey, bada bing.
Rare card? That sounds big enough to be the Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's not even a funny line. And since I'm a child billionaire in charge of a huge gaming company, I obviously have nothing better to do than go check it out.
Hey, Gramps, can we please see your awesome chocolatey fudge-coated Mega Ultra Super card?
I don't see why not. Here it is, the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
That's the least threatening name for a monster I've ever heard. What kind of mook would want a card like that?
I'm here for your blue eyes, old man. I won't take no for an answer. Now give it to me. No! Curses foiled again. I'm gonna go hire some thugs to kidnap you now. I'm a millionaire, so, a billionaire even. I'm a billionaire, so nobody will even think about pressing charges. That Kaiba kid needs to get laid. Big time!
Hello? Game shop?
I kidnapped your grandpa, Yugi, and then I dueled him into submission. Now, can you come over here and call an ambulance for him? I have far too much money to be expected to do it myself.
Wait, who is this? Grandpa, are you okay?
For some reason, playing a card game has caused me to become severely injured. That's right, and now watch this.
Grandpa's Ultra Mega Ultra Special Super Card. Chocolatey fudge coated. Vagina. What the heck did you do that to his card for?
So that it can never be used against me.
In that case, why not just tear up every card in the whole world?
Shut up and duel me.
Don't worry, Gramps. I'll win this duel with your deck.
Wait a minute. I've been injured and you're going to take my deck and go play cards with your arch rival?
Pretty much.
No wonder your parents are never around.
Gather round, everyone, and our markers with a special sign. Wait a minute, Taya. Not for nothing, but ain't this permanent marker? Oh, whoops. Where the heck did you... What the... Whoa. What the heck were you carrying this thing around for in the first place?
I'm a kleptomaniac. I stole it from school. Hey, my wallet's missing. Kaiba took it. It's time to duel. Wait, did your testicles just drop in the last 5 seconds or something? What the heck happened to your voice? Holy raw, real monsters. Actually, they're just super advanced holograms created for the sole purpose of enriching the experience of a children's card game. Okay, wait a minute, you've got to be bleeping kidding me. Who wastes all that money on something like that? The guy who's about to beat your pasty pharaoh butt with 3 blue-eyes white dragons, that's who. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, did you just summon a bunch of monsters in one turn? Yeah, so? Yeah, so? That's against the rules, isn't it?
Screw you! And green hair!
What they said. And now, draw your last pathetic card, Yugi, so I can finish you. My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, except maybe for Kuriboh. But it also has this, the unstoppable Exodia! Ah! Exodia! It's not possible! Nobody's ever been able to summon him! Really? Is that because it's so rare? No! It's because this game makes no sense. Nobody can figure out how to do it. Nobody except me, Exodia. Obliterate!
Big brother, is it time for my cameo yet?
Shut up,
That's not in it. How did you summon Exodia? Kaiba, if you truly wish to know, then talk to the hand. Yeah. I wet myself. Mr. Pegasus, sir, it seems the reigning Duel Monsters champion has been defeated by someone named Yugi. By the way, it's time for your sponge bath. Yeah. Okay. What? My favorite part of the Vagina Monologues version of that is where he says, Mr. Pegasus, sir, it seems the reigning Vagina champion has been defeated by someone named Vagina. Because what are the odds? I named you Vagina so that one day you'd be the reigning Vagina champion. Take your legacy and run with it. So, that was where everything started, and 8 years now, almost, since then. People still care, and it means a lot to me that you guys still show up to these panels and want to talk to me about it. So, without further ado, I'd like to open the floor up to questions. If you have any questions about literally anything, it doesn't have to be abridging, it can be voice acting, video games, movies, vaginas. Nothing too descriptive, because obviously this is a PG-13 panel. But way at the back there, in the back row.
Yesterday, you enjoyed signing my balls.
Did I enjoy signing your balls? Was it the Dragon Balls? The Dragon Balls?
Then it was signed, Zarbon, take my balls.
That's right, I signed it. Zarbon, quick, grab my balls. I signed many balls at this convention, I have to say. I signed your balls. Who else's balls did I sign?
Mine again.
Was there
7 plus 2 extra.
7 balls plus 2 extra? I mean, even, 7 aside, that math does not make sense. But, yeah. I signed many Kuribohs, which I often refer to as balls in the show. Whenever people bring out their Kuriboh cards and whip them on the table, I'm like, you just whipped your balls out, right? And some of them have wings. It's weird. Jeez. I'm beginning to regret starting that. But yes, how did I feel signing your balls? Did I wish on your balls? I think I wished. I fondled your balls. I'm saying the word balls a lot, I have to say. I believe that my wish when I signed your balls was to not have those balls in my face anymore.
We're gonna have the balls monologue.
Say again?
We're gonna have the balls monologue.
The Balls monologue. Oh! YuGiOh is filmed before live studio balls. The reigning Balls champion has been defeated by someone named Balls. I'm trying to think of another. In that case, why don't you just tear up all the balls in the world? I don't think that's going to work as well.